Hey guys, in this video we're going to be taking a look at the brand new bass library from Submission Audio. This one is Architects Bass, sampled by Ali Dean from Architects. Let's listen to the bass in the context of a full mix and then we'll take a look at all the details. Let's go. So when you open up Architects Bass, you're greeted with this user interface. If you're familiar with any of the older Submission Audio basses, this GUI looks absolutely similar and you can find your way around it pretty easily. You have a DI channel, you have a clean channel, and you have a distortion channel. You have a mixer knob over here, lets you control the amount of distortion, the drive. You have a tone knob, you have compression, and you have girth. So this is a Dingwall Super P bass. You don't really see these basses that often. It's a modern P bass made by Dingwall, and if you like precision basses or if you like the sound of a P bass, you probably know that P basses work really well with almost any style of music, and that's one of the reasons why I absolutely love this particular bass library. So in this section you have the articulation. It's going to show you what articulation is being performed at the moment. You have an alternate picking algorithm over here. Usually I just set it to auto. It does the job really well. You have a doom switch. Doom switch basically makes your performance even more machine-like if you kind of turn it on. If you turn it off, it's more human and more realistic sounding. I usually like to turn it off. You have a humanize knob. This lets you go all the way from machine, all the way to human, and all the way to bassist. So usually I like to leave it somewhere in the human region. That's what Submission Audio recommends as well. It sounds more like it's being performed by an actual bass player. If you are really going for that very industrial machine-like sound, you can probably just leave it at machine. So there are no rules here. Do what you think works best. So the next knob over here is the position knob. You can actually move this around. It's almost like a virtual capo. So when you set the position knob to say 4 in this case, the bass will ideally play notes on this region. It will leave these alone. Usually this area is quite clanky on every bass, especially if you're playing these kind of notes. You can always play it here and it sounds more rounder and more fuller sounding. So just by moving the position knob, you can get a more warmer sound. The next thing you have is the settings knob over here. The settings knob basically shows you all the key switches that are present in this bass library. You'll see that some of them are grayed out over here. The articulations in gray are not included in this library. That's what it says. The next thing you have over here is the bass tuning. So ideally, the first thing that you should try doing is set the tuning of the bass to the key of your song, like how you would probably tune the bass in real life. So you have a lot of presets to choose from. You have B standard. It's like a very Architects kind of a tuning, of course. You have a half step down, a whole step down, and all these different kinds of tunings. So if you're playing on drop A, for example, or drop A flat, drop C sharp, double drop C sharp even, you can just set it that way and the notes will trigger from that particular tuning. So in this section, you have the bend range over here as well. Clean tone. Distortion. Now check this out, I'm going to solo the bass and I'm going to just change the velocities on this particular performance, and you'll see how the bass gets more distorted as I push up the velocities and less distorted as I bring down the velocities. So one of the unique things about the submission audio basses is that they've sampled every single note of every single fret of every single string, right? Like, so which means when you play the same note on different strings, it actually sounds a little different, right? Like, so for example, if you play it on like the thinner strings, it sounds more clankier. If you play it on the thicker strings, it actually sounds more fatter and more rounder. So you can really fine tune which string has to be playing the section that you are programming so that it sounds more realistic in context. So if you open the key switch map, you can kind of see all the articulations that are available. Lastly, you have this force string function. So I have this running bass section in the chorus of the song, and this is how it sounds like at the moment. Let's see if we can make this section sound a little more realistic by forcing Architect's bass to play those notes on a lower string. So all I'm going to do is first check out what key switch I'm supposed to enable. I'm going to go to the settings. Fourth string E is F sharp 8. Fourth string B is G8. So let's check out one last section in this particular track. Does Architect's bass do breakdowns? Let's check it out. The whole mix with vocals in it. So if you're wondering if this bass can do any other style of music apart from metal, it can 100% do pretty much all the styles of music that I can think of. It will sit really well in pretty much any style of music that you're trying to program bass in. So if you want to check out this bass, go to the link in the description box below and pick it up right now. It's at a discounted price at the time of this video because it's Black Friday. Thank you so much for checking out the video, guys. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you want to support the work I'm doing here. And if you like the song, let me know. The song is not released yet. I've just been writing music and not releasing them for some reason. So if you like this song, let me know and I'm gonna put it up very soon. So thank you so much, guys, and I'll see you in another video very soon. Cheers.